He just wanted to manipulate their minds and paint the picture that mom was so dangerous, that dad needed protection. You cannot lie to children about violence. You can't lie. You know why? I grew up in a home where there was violence. You can't tell me what happened in my home. I saw with my own 2 eyes. Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Summer. This is her reply, okay? So I'm going to go straight into it. Another thing I want to say is that there are not a lot of people that will not agree with what I'm about to say, right? And it's okay. It's okay. But the thing is, I want to stick with what we can see. Facts and stuff like that, receipts and stuff like that, okay? And unfortunately, something else I want to say is that this side of social media is dominated by women. So it's easy for women to want to go this direction in the name of women supporting women and stuff like that. So there are some things I'm going to say some people will not be happy about, or some people will not like me to say, that some people may not suit what some people want to hear. But I'm going to stick, like I say, I'm sticking with facts and things we can prove and stuff like. Okay, now this is let's start. So this is what she said. She said, I made a video responding to the allegations and was ready to press a post, but for the sake of our children, I'm not going to engage in a back and forth online. The big difference between video and a written text is this. You see, a written text, all people have to do is read it. I may be reading it in one way, or you read it in another way, or whatever. But when you do a video, people are not just listening to the words. They are looking at body language as well. So I think she chose this. I think. You see what I'm saying now? Is my thinking. So it's not about proof or fact or whatever. My thinking is that she chose writing it because she knows there's a big difference when people get to watch your body language, right? It's easy to put something down, but it's not that easy to say it. But for the sake of our children, I'm not going to engage in back and forth. Okay, for the sake of their children, in my old video when the whole drama started, and I made a video addressing Nikki, and I said, since you both have decided that you're not going to talk about what happened or why your marriage broke up, why then was Nikki, that's what I said in that video, you know, when she made some videos that she gave things that felt like hints, when she said don't settle sis, and when she was making posts about narcissists and stuff like that, she wasn't speaking, but she was speaking, if you know what I mean. And when people see posts like that with her, from her, they assumed that that was what happened in the marriage. So so now saying, because, and I made that video saying, because of your children, don't do this drama. What about when they said she was liking comments or posts of people that were insinuating that Jamie was cheating, and Jamie was one that Jamie cheated, and that Jamie was abusive. So, and I remember in my video I said, don't allow a false narrative spread for the sake of your children. I remember saying all those things. So, but now she's now saying that because of the children, she does not want to do a video. I will share context that was missing from his video and leave the subject alone. She said, I have had no contact with him since he posted that video, nor have I threatened legal action. Jamie removed the video simply because he saw that people weren't buying his story. So she's saying she has not seen him, she has not had any contact with him. And how then does she know why he took down the video? She could have said, I think Jamie took it down because but she is saying it as if it's categorically the truth. Another thing that is interesting is how when Jamie came out and showed evidence, and showed receipts, the text messages, a video, whatever, people didn't believe him. But so far, Nikki showed no evidence, nothing. These are just her words. And people are quick to, I'm not telling people what to believe. What I'm saying is that it is interesting that people are willing to believe words above text message. And don't forget that in her write-up, nowhere she said that the text message was false. There was a text message where she said she was sorry for hitting him. And when he accused her and said, when he said, you know, you are the only one that have been abusive, and she said, yeah.
Like, let's be real.
Over the years, the only person who's ever been violent is you. Like, there's no reason for you to not.
Those are receipts. So she said, Jamie removed it because people were not buying it. I personally I don't know, but I don't think, you see, I'm thinking, I don't think Jamie took it down because people were not buying it. I think he may have taken it down because he cannot stand the heat. Not everybody get the liver. And a bit of bullying that was going on, okay? It's possible. Not everybody mind strong like that. So, but I'm saying, I think, right? I felt something wasn't right in my marriage, but I didn't know what I was experiencing. And then in June 2019, I came across the podcast Love and Abuse, where I discovered what emotional abuse was, right? She said, I made the mistake of telling him I knew he was emotionally abusive and probably a covert narcissist. And in this area, I believe when this whole thing happened, she took her time to come out and reply. But I think a lot of people gave her the weapons. You know, a lot of people gave her the ammunition by their comments and those that hate Jamie or those that are Team Nikki. They gave her a lot of things that I think, like, she's regurgitating those comments that people were leaving that sounded good in her defense, right? So she said she didn't know what. I showed you guys the post here in a post she made in which she was saying that she is so blessed to have a man like Nikki, to have a man like Jamie. She was explaining details. He is caring and selfless and everything when it was sweet. Okay, so now there is no proof of this abuse she's talking about. There is no evidence. This is what she said. But Jamie showed his own receipts, his own proof of what the abuse, the violence he claimed. But there's no proof. This is just Nikki speaking. I'm not saying she's saying the truth or not, but I'm saying that we have no evidence or proof of this. She didn't share. I never cheated on Jamie, and he knows that, but he was quick to run a smear campaign through the community about why we broke up. Jamie never showed us proof of the cheating. And if you guys watch my old videos, I never spoke much about the cheating, right? And there's something Jamie said that let me say this. This one I'm talking about sticking with the fact. Jamie said, she tried to cheat on me.
And never taking responsibility for any of her actions. Caught out trying to cheat on me, and then she acts like this instead of saying sorry, instead of trying to make it right.
And that thing can have a lot of meanings. And don't forget, cheating is not only when it has happened. If you go back, like Jamie said, she didn't deny communicating with her ex. She didn't deny it. But she may say, okay, I communicated with him, but I didn't sleep with him. But whatever text message is going on, don't forget that it depends. Don't forget that cheating sometimes can be words. There are some kind of words a man and a woman can exchange. And for the fact that that man or that woman is married is called cheating. You understand? So, but when he said, tried to cheat on me, it may mean that she was in the process, but it never happened. This is, what I'm saying is that I'm sticking with facts, right? According to what he said, according to what she said. But she didn't deny communicating with her ex. Okay? That's what point I want to emphasize. I want to make it very clear that what you witnessed was reactive. That word reactive abuse has been flooding social media since this thing came out, when some people with their own conspiracy came up with the word. And like I said, I think some of the things she said came across as regurgitating what people have been saying. The clip you saw was carefully edited. Now, it was not edited. You know why I say that? If you watch that video, from what I saw, it looks like whatever was going on, like truly we do not know what was going on before that, right? Okay, but the thing is, it looks like the guy, whatever was going on, he then went and grabbed his phone. You can see that he was in another room, grabbed his phone, and you can see that he walked from the other space or room to where they were. So it shows you that it was not originally planned. That's what I saw in that video. The filming was not originally planned. He had to go somewhere, grab the phone, picked it up and clicked record and walked up to where she was. Okay? And if you watch the video, there was no cutting in between. It flowed from the beginning to the end. The video we watched, let's speak the truth. I didn't see any carefully editing. I edit videos. I edit my videos. So I didn't see any break in the video. It was flowing from where it started to the when it was cut off.
Out of the house, Nikki. Please leave. Please leave. Please leave the house, Nikki. Please leave the house.
Look at you.
Please leave the house. Please leave the house. This is violence. You've got the kids in your hands. Leave the house right now.
This is exactly what he wanted.
Leave the house right now.
This is exactly what he wanted.
Leave the house.
And look, he's getting video
evidence. Leave the house.
He's been planning this.
Leave the house.
He has been planning
Leave the
this
house.
from day one.
Leave the house. Leave the house. The children don't deserve to see this.
I think you need to take responsibility. Okay, yeah. All right.
Leave the house.
You guys will never see my kids again.
That is
You guys will never see my kids again.
That will not
Ever.
That will not happen.
No.
Leave the house.
Look at you guys.
Leave the house.
Look at you guys. That's
Leave the
hilarious.
house.
Look.
Leave the house.
Whatever.
Leave the house, Nikki. Leave the
This is
house.
exactly what you wanted, Jamie.
Leave the
This is
house.
exactly what you wanted. You're actually
Leave the house.
exactly what you wanted.
And this is what I've been putting up with for years.
Let me actually add here that I also believe that he thought that bringing out a camera would make her stop. Because some people are saying, oh, he wanted to record her for evidence, whatever. If he was trying to, record her he could have just brought his phone, pretend not to be recording, and allow her to do whatever, not knowing that he was secretly recording her. But no, he put it in her face. I believe it was a way to make her stop. The clip you saw was carefully edited and didn't show what led to me smacking the phone out of his hand. Never have I punched this man or thrown heavy objects at him during our disagreements. Okay, so this is one of the receipts that Jamie produced. It's a text message between him and Nikki in 2016. Those that are saying he kept receipt. He doesn't have to keep these things. These are text message history that you still have access to when you go back to your whatever platform you're sending the text messages through. Okay, let me go to here where he texted her. She has never denied in her reply that any of these text messages don't belong to her, right? So this is the thing I don't understand people are supporting. Okay, let me read it. It says, the fact that you were grabbing at her aggressively, that is their baby, okay? Aggressively, and even started physically pushing me while I had her in my arms, scared the absolute shite out of me. You know what I mean by shite, right? Okay, out of me, and still does when I think back to it and how situations like this could pan out all over the smallest things. Had I lost control like you, what do you think could have happened? I actually lost balance and almost fell over at one point. Ever could have been hurt. I'm not being dramatic or even trying to make you feel like a bad mom. I'm just stating what happened and how much worse it could have potentially been. Until you can see that you have an anger problem, we can't move forward in this relationship. I know you've grown up seeing abuse so much that it just seems normal to you, but it's not. This isn't okay in any relationship. It doesn't matter that you're the woman and I'm the man. It's abuse, and you need to realize that. While I may not be the perfect person, the perfect father, I do try, and I don't ever just start screaming at you or getting physical with you when you upset me. And believe me, you upset me a lot. You have no idea how much you hurt me the other day when I was so excited about being able to give away a trip to our subscribers to go overseas and do volunteer work. All I've ever wanted to do to help people and make a difference. And when I told you, you shut me down. So from this, which Nikki never denied, it means that Jamie wanted to help the viewers, do a giveaway to the viewers, but Nikki refused for the giveaway to happen. She didn't deny in her reply. All I've ever wanted to do was to help people and make a difference. And when I told you, you shut me down and weren't interested at all. You've shut me down this entire journey of wanting to do good for others with our channel. This is old text. It's not new. This was when they were still married. Okay? You've shut me down this entire journey of wanting to do good for others with our channel. And I've had to seek other people to speak to about my hopes and dreams when my wife should be the first person to be there to encourage me and be excited with me. I'm married, yet I feel so lonely and wish I had a partner who actually gave a crap about what my dreams and goals are. But do you see me yelling at you or abusing you for it? The only things we talk about are your interests. I ask you about makeup, the Kardashians, shopping, memes on Facebook, and things that wouldn't interest me if they didn't interest you, just as an excuse to talk to you. But when do you ever show genuine interest in anything that's important to me? I'm not saying this as a threat. I'm saying this with fear and disgust that we are at this point, and I know if things continue to go the way they do, and you continue to get physical with me and scream and swear at me the way you do, I know eventually I'm going to snap and hit you back, and I'm determined to never do anything so despicable. I owe it to Eva to never be a man who does that. She has not said that text message was not her. Take note. The text message where Jamie said blah, 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 something, I love you. And she said, I'm really sorry. There's no excuse. I shouldn't have hit you or something like that. She has not denied that she didn't send that text. So how can you write a text like that, which she has not denied, and at the same time saying, I have never punched or thrown heavy object at him during our disagreement. Okay, he just wanted to manipulate their minds and paint the picture that mom was so dangerous that dad needed protection. You cannot lie to children about violence. You can't lie. You know why? I grew up in a home where there was violence. You can't tell me what happened in my home. I saw with my own 2 eyes.